mother, sister, or perhaps nothing at all? What is Tabitha's relation to Victor? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. We're here for another From video, and we're here to talk about the ending of episode 9. We had Tabitha having flashbacks where she remembered Victor's mother and possibly her own mother, or maybe even, according to some people's theories, maybe even herself getting killed by Smiley. And it all came through contact. It all came through touching Victor, not in an inappropriate way, but we've seen Victor and Tabitha have a hug, and that triggered the flashback. That triggered the memories of Tabitha, and she seen the night that Victor's mum was killed and Victor's sister was potentially killed, or at least Victor thought she was dead, and we seen that hug. We seen Tabitha envision that. It freaked Tabitha out. She ran out into the open. She then seen Smiley kill Victor's mum. Victor then chased her out. We seen Tabitha frantically upset. She was hysterical. Her daughter Julie tried to comfort her, and she tried almost pushing Julie away. She didn't want to touch Julie yet. We seen her reaching out to Victor. She was actually trying to touch Victor and trying to have Victor comfort her, and maybe even possibly comfort Victor herself. So that's got everybody drawing connections between the two and jumping to conclusions. And I think they've been teasing us for a while that Tabitha could be Victor's sister, and that definitely seems like one of the options that are on the table here. So that's a possibility, and for me that's the most likely possibility. But let's talk about another thing that people have been suggesting, and that could be the fact that maybe, just maybe, Tabitha is actually Victor's mum, and that there's some sort of reincarnation going on, and that she died and came back, and that she's having these memories. And look, while that is a possibility, and I don't think you can rule anything like that out in shows such as From or Lost, because they are kind of crazy, and I mean, if something like this place is possible in the beginning, if you can have a place like this, then why can't you have somebody be reincarnated? So I'm not saying it's impossible, but for me, I just don't really like the concept. I don't like the idea that Tabitha used to be somebody else and she got killed, but then she, was reborn again, and now she's back in the same. That to me is messy, and I hope they don't go down that route, because for me, that it wouldn't kill the show, and it wouldn't get me to stop watching, but I would click. I think I would lose interest, man. I'd be so disappointed if that is what they do. So that's a possibility, and people seem to be leaning towards that. Another possibility is that potentially Tabitha is Victor's sister. I do not believe that Victor ever seen the remains of his sister, so he doesn't know that she actually died. I believe he just thinks she died that night. Maybe Tabitha was there. Maybe she did manage to escape, and she's tried to, cancel out her memories of this place. And maybe that's why she's getting the flashbacks. Maybe that's why she's remembering certain things about this town as if she's been there before, because she has been there before. Maybe that's why Tabitha and Victor have this connection, because they are related. They are brother and sister. I think that makes a lot more sense. Now, people are saying she can't be Victor's sister because they've already used an actress for Victor's sister, I believe, and it didn't look anything like the young Tabitha that we've seen this season. But that could just be, an issue with, hiring characters. It could be an issue with the actress. Maybe the actress that they got to play Victor's sister, season 2, maybe she wasn't available for season 3. Maybe they don't think she's done a good enough job. And also, if that's the case, if she can't be his sister because there was 2 different actresses playing Tabitha and then a different actress playing Victor's sister, then she can't technically be Victor's mother. Now, you could argue reincarnation, but we've already seen Victor's mother, and it certainly wasn't Tabitha. So I think people are looking too much into that. To me, that doesn't really factor anything. just because the actresses were slightly different. I mean, it's two young kids at the end of the day. I highly doubt the show believed that in order for this to make sense, they had to get the exact same actress. You know, plus the role that person had was such a minor role. It's like people with minor roles like that don't tend to be brought back. You know, it's okay if you change up different actors for minor roles. It doesn't really seem to have a big deal. It's not like big consequences. So look, for me, I do think that Victor and Tabitha are related, and I do think they're sisters, especially with the way she was reaching out. That for me gave it away. The fact that she was like so upset and hysterical, but she wanted nothing to do with her own daughter. She wanted to be comforted, and she wanted to reach out and hold on to Victor. I mean, if they're not related, then I've got to believe that Tabitha at least thinks that they're related. She thinks there's some sort of connection there based on what we've seen, guys, in the last episode. That, to me, makes sense. But anyway, let me know what you think makes sense down in the comments. That's where we're going to end it here. So, Tabitha, is she Victor's sister? Is she Victor's mother? Or is she just nothing? You know, are these just two people trapped in this fucking crazy place? and from potentially. Let us know what you think down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.